Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have a really cute, elegant little box to share with you. I shouldn't say little because it's a really good size. This would really fit some nice chocolates, like some Lindt truffles. Something really nice would really be so pretty in this box. But it has a little scalloped edge here. I love that about it. So this is 4 by 4 by 2, so it's 2 inches tall. Isn't that cute? And I am using the prized peony bundle for this, which is this bundle right here. So I'm using the prized peony. I'm using this peony right here, or peony, however you say it. But I think you could absolutely fit this one on there as well. I'm using the Love and Thanks to a Dear Friend, but you can use any sentiment that you like. You can even pick your own. But I love the sentiment with this bundle because it has the cursive and the regular font, and it's one of my favorite ways for sentiments. All right, so then what we're using from the dies is the border die, which is this little scallop. One of my favorite. I've used this in a few videos already. I love this scallop. It's one of my favorite. It's got a little bit of a embossing on it, and it's super cute. But if you don't have this, you can use any scallop border you have. I'm also using the layering squares. I'm using the scalloped square here. This size is 3 inches square. And then we are using the regular squares, 2 of them. This one is 2 3/4, and I think this is 2 1/2. Yes, and this is 2 1/2. So that's what we're doing for all the layers on the top. I'm using the Designer Series paper, which is the 6 by 6 Neutrals collection. This is our 6 by 6. This is in all our color families. I am using the Smoky Slate this time because this is Smoky Slate on the bottom. I'm also using the Peony Garden Designer Series paper. This paper is so pretty. So we're using this one for the top of the box. You can use any of these patterns. And then we're using the back for the bottom. But look at these. I love this pink one too. It's so cute. It almost looks like, it reminds me of kind of like a Formica top, like you used to see when I was growing up. I know some of you are younger and probably don't know what I'm talking about, but, and then this one's also really pretty. It could be used also. And look at this marble on this side. Isn't that gorgeous? This is such pretty paper. So we are using that for the box. So let me give you all the measurements for this, what you're going to need. So you are going to need a piece of Smoky Slate. This is 8 by 8. That's for the bottom of the box. For the top, you're going to need a piece that's 6 1/16 by 6 1/16. That 16th inch makes a huge difference, believe it or not, when you're wanting to fit a lid properly. So that's what that one measures. Now I did a lot of the big shot work ahead of time, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is to mat the top of the box. It's 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And then for the 4 sides, you are going to need 4 pieces. And these are 3 7/8 by 7/8. And then for the bottom of the box, it's the opposite side of that. So you need 4 pieces that are 3 7/8 by 1 7/8. And that's for the bottom of the box. Now I went ahead and I was debating whether to use on the next one a white scallop or to go ahead and use the petal pink, because this is petal pink here. So I cut 2 of those, and this is the scallop I was telling you about. And then the next thing we're going to layer is the Designer Series paper, and this is the second largest. It's the largest of the regular squares. So this is the 2 1/2 or 2 3/4 inch piece. That's going to layer on top, and then this is what we're stamping on, and this is the 2 1/2 inch square. So I cut all those out. You do need to run through 4 of the borders, And I already ran through 3, but I want to show you how I did that. It's nothing hard. I just cut these to 1/2 by 6 inches. We're going to end up cutting these down, but I wanted to show you how I ran it through. So I left one to do with the big shot, and that's all we'll need to run through the big shot since I got everything else ready. All right, so let's go ahead and do that first thing. This way we get that all out of the way. So what I'm doing is I'm using the border, and what you want to do with this is just line it right up to the edge, because you want them all the same width. Because if you end up putting it on a wider piece, you can move this, and if it's not right up to the edge, you're going to have wider pieces or different size pieces. So whatever size you use, if you have a scrap and you just want to use that, just make sure it's up to the very edge of the cardstock. And then we're just going to run that through. And then we'll just have our piece ready to go. So there it is right there. We're going to just clip the ends. And on your very last piece, we're going to actually, it's going to actually be maybe a 1/16 of an inch wider than our other pieces, because we're going to cut those down to 4 inches. But our very last piece is going to be a hair larger. I'll show you as we get there. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and stamp first. So we're going to stamp our peony, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment underneath, and we're using the Memento Black. And this is my one that doesn't work very well, so it may, let's try it and see what happens. We have another side. One of them has a little bit too much ink. It's too, yeah, it's okay. It'll work. It's a little bit too juicy. It's a new one, but it really, really has a lot of ink on the surface, and I don't like that because sometimes it just makes it too black. And then we're going to just do the sentiment right underneath. Like that. Isn't that sentiment so pretty? And this will be a really nice thank you gift for someone. So we're using light and dark petal pink and light and dark old olive for this. Now this is super, super quick and easy. We're going to just basically color the whole one flower, the light petal pink. And every time I color this, I never know if this one is a leaf or not, so I am going to color it like a leaf, but I think it's part of the petal. But I liked a little bit more green on it, so I went ahead and colored it the old olive. Then we're going to take the dark, and you're just going to highlight some areas with the dark. This is no brain science or rocket science, whatever you want to call it. I'm just like adding just a little bit dark, just to add a little bit of shading on it, give it a little bit of variation, and that's it. And then we're going to just color the leaves, and I'm going to go with the light first, and I am coloring that like it's a leaf. I just like the little extra green on that side. And then we're just going to add a little bit of dark here. And I'm just going to kind of add it to like where the veins are. And that's it. So we're done with that, but isn't it cute? It's so pretty. This peony is such a pretty set. All right, now let's get to the box. So we are going to score these pieces. So let's score the 8 by 8, and the scoring is really, really easy on this, super easy. So we are going to score the 8 by 8 piece at 2 inches and 6. And then you're going to turn it, and it's going to be 2 and 6, or 2 inches on all 4 sides. All right. And then on our 6 and 1/16 piece, it is going to be 1 inch on all sides. So I'm just going to turn this and just score it at 1 inch on all 4 sides. It's either, or it's 1 and 5. Either way you want to do it. All right, so let's put these together. We are going to cut this. And this is a pretty good size box on the bottom, so I'm going to turn this 1/4 inch each time, and then we're just going to cut. This really cuts down on bulk in the box, and I'm really liking doing this. I used to do it a long time ago, and then I'm going to cut these down. I used to do it a long time ago, and I'm kind of getting back to it a little bit. All right, so that's the bottom. We're going to do the top the exact same way. We're not going to cut it down because we don't need to on this one. We're going to turn it 1/4, go around. This box will be so easy once you get all your pieces cut. It's really, really easy to put together. All right, so there we have all those. I'm going to get out my bone folder and we're going to sharpen all these score marks. So sharpen them on both of your boxes. And now we are ready to put it together. I'm going to just use wet glue because I'm going to use wet glue for most of this. So I'm just going to use wet glue for it. You can use your Stampin' Seal to put it together. Use the plus if you use the Stampin' Seal. And just bring up all your corners. Make sure they're lined up really nice and square because it really matters on how your lid fits. Alright, so now we have the bottom. Let's do the top the same way. Again, make sure it's nice and square. Okay, so then our box lid should fit on here just right. With that 1/16, you can see it's a really nice fit. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to put on our matte pieces. So let's go ahead and this is for our top. Got it on my finger instead of on the paper. Gotta get it off of me. And then we're going to do the sides. Okay, so now we got the top all matted. Let's do the bottom. Okay, so we have both pieces matted. It's so pretty together. And now we're going to do our little borders. So like I said, I'm going to cut these to 4 inches. And I'm leaving one not cut. And then we're going to cut the final one on our own. So let's attach these now. And you want to make sure they're even when you're putting them on. So the first couple are important. So we're going to just attach it to the inside here. And there's a little scallop there you probably want to see. So I am lining that up so I can see that scallop. All right, then we're going to turn it. We're going to do the next one. Again, I'm going to put this one and line that up. And you can line up your little corners. They will line up pretty nicely like that. And then we're going to do the next one. This makes such a difference in this box. It's so cute with this little ruffle on it. I call it a ruffle, it's a scallop, but I'm trying to make them all even because I want the scallop even all the way around. All right, and then we're ready for our last one. Now on the last one, I'm going to just go ahead and put it up here. I'm going to measure it, and then I'm just going to cut right there. And then we're going to add this final one. This final one seems to be a little bit longer, and I think it's just the way that we cut each one at 4, and I want these all to touch at the end on the corners. So this is the best way to do it. And then line your edges up, and then there you have it, all 4 sides. Isn't that cute? I love this one. All right, so we are going to put our lid back on. Be very careful because you just put those on and you don't want them to move. And if it's really nicely on here, so you don't want to move your little scallop. Look how cute it is. All right, let's do our top and we're going to be done. So I'm going to decide here what I want, if I want to use the Whisper White. I may use the Whisper White this time, and we'll see what it looks like with the Whisper White. I did the pink before and it kind of blends in, but I think let's go for the white this time, and then I can show you 2 different ways and you can make your choice for yourself. So we're going to center that, and then we're going to put our Designer Series paper next. Actually, I used dimensionals on the last one. I had dimensionals under here, but we're going to put them underneath. Oops, let me turn that around. It's the wrong way. The writing is going the wrong way. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to pop this up with dimensional, seeing I forgot to. You can do it either way though. And then we'll put that right in the center. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. This box is really, really elegant. It's really nice. And then I'm going to use our organdy striped ribbon in our petal pink, and I am going to tie a bow. You don't want the bow too overwhelmingly big, but I like that it's a pretty good size. So we're going to cut that. And we are going to add this with some glue dots. I'm going to actually put a couple on this one. And then we're going to add it right to the edge here. And that is it. Isn't that pretty? Makes such a really nice box. It'd be really, really nice gift box too. So there's it both ways. One has the petal pink, one has the whisper white, which you can definitely see the whisper white a whole lot better on the scallop. But it's your choice. It's a really cute box. I hope you enjoy it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. And if you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. Have a blessed one, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.